Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me, Dr. Dietrich, on this Sunday afternoon, going towards the evening on a hot day in June. I'm sitting here in West Texas, and I'm in the house where it's air conditioned because it's very hot. Which, by the way, today is, I believe, is National Hydration Day. So please remember to hydrate well and get your water in. Hey, Dr. Khadijah. Today, I don't know if you knew this, but today is National Hydration Day. So make sure you drink your water. Make sure you're hydrating very well because it's very easy to get dehydrated. But that's besides the point. Today, I'm Dr. Dietrich, and I'm going to be talking about, suppose you don't like your job. What are some ways that you can manage yourself to better get through your job, whether it's stress, a different coworker, the actual job? And so I want to actually wait a couple of minutes to see if anybody joins in, and we'll do that. So since you're here, Dr. Khadijah, what are you doing today? And are you staying hydrated? It's very important. So I can't really see any comments, but yeah, I guess I'll keep going. So I am Dr. Dietrich Gorman. I'm your board certified family practice physician. I'm also known as America's Relaxation Doctor. And I help individuals who are stressed at work learn to relax and refocus in order to have a more healthy, productive, and fulfilled life. Today, I'm going to be talking about managing yourself at a job you don't like. So most of us are going back to work tomorrow on a Monday, and some of us may be like, yay, I'm going back to work. Woohoo, I can't wait to get there. But there may be others of us who are like, oh, I'm going back to work tomorrow on Monday. What am I going to do, oh Lord? Oh, you're working now, right? So some of us may be going back to work tomorrow, and it's just like, oh, I'm dreading going back to work tomorrow, but I know I have to go. And so, or there may be something in between. You may, have mixed emotions about going to work. So today I want to offer to y'all 10 suggestions on how you can help better manage yourself at a job that you don't like, a job that you really don't want to go to, which can, of course, be very stressful. Okay, so very stressful for you personally, as well as your family, as well as your coworkers. So I'll just get started, okay? So thank you very much, Khadijah. Dr. Khadijah, thanks for sharing to your timeline. The first thing you want to do is try and declutter your workspace. I say declutter, declutter, declutter. That's definitely something I'm working on, helping me with my mindset, decluttering your workspace. And why do I say that? Well, when your workspace is decluttered, you feel more upbeat. You're more organized. You know where things are. You're able to do your job more effectively when you don't have to go looking around for things to find to do your job more effectively. And so you can do what you have to do when that space is clean and clear and organized. Okay, so number one, declutter. The second thing is think about what you like to do at your job. What do you actually like to do? Okay, or what is it that you like about your job? Is it your coworkers? Is it your salary? Be honest. Is it your salary? That's the only reason why you're there. Do you have good benefits? Do you actually, though, enjoy helping people? Is that why you're there? You enjoy helping other people? Do you have good work hours? Are things flexible for you? Is there a nice work atmosphere? Is the designs nice? Is a place you enjoy going to that way? Or is it your actual job description? Do you like doing your job? Okay, so kind of think about, why do you like to do your job, or is there something positive about your actual job and why you're there? The third thing is to laugh. I said this once before, and I'll say it again. When you're able to have a good laugh, not, of course, at the expense of other people, but when you can have a good laugh at yourself or at a current situation, it really just lightens up the atmosphere. It lightens up your mood. It's infectious with other coworkers. And so think about it. When you're doing your job and you kind of have a light heart and you're laughing about it, or you feel more upbeat, it's a whole lot better than when you're sitting at your desk with attitude, hunched over, just focused on doing your job, and you have attitude. So having a good laugh and being able to laugh and find some of the lighter things about your job can definitely help you manage a job that you don't want to be at. Okay. The fourth thing is get more training or get better trained. Learn more about your job description. See if your employer will be able to let you go and get more or get updated at the job that you're at. So you can come back with a fresh perspective of your job role and your job title. And maybe that might be the motivation that'll help you kind of get out of that funk about being at a job you don't like. So getting more motivation, okay? So that may be something that you can do. The fifth thing is keeping things in perspective. And what do I mean by that? If you think about it, most of us are at a job for 8 to 12 hours per day, with the exception of like ER doctors, right, Dr. Kadisha? And so you have to keep in mind that it's really not forever. It may seem like it's forever, but it's not forever, okay? And there are times when you are not at work, okay? So granted, the days may be long and it may seem like this day is never going to end, but technically it will, okay? And so think about it. Is this job that you're at right now that you don't particularly care for a part of a bigger plan? Just keep things into perspective. Do you have a life plan? Do you need to get a life plan? Is this job that you're at a part of your life plan where you need to go to get into your future goals, okay? Or is this a job that you're saying, oh, I'm just going to settle and be here, but that's your choice, okay? So try and keep things in perspective and know that technically it doesn't really have to last forever, okay? So to recap shortly, declutter your workspace, think about what you actually like about your job, laugh, get better training or more training, get a better understanding of your job, and then keep things into perspective. Now, the sixth thing, plan something to look forward to. I mean, plan a vacation, plan a day off, plan a half day. Now, I know from personal experience, when I know there's a long weekend, or if I have a half a day or even a day here or there, I have this pep in my step. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm going to be off tomorrow, so, whatever. This isn't going to, get on my nerves for right now, okay, because I'm going to be off the next day. So if you can plan those little holidays in between where you have something to look forward to, that can definitely make it more bearable to be at work, okay? After work, how about going out with your coworkers? Go for a nice dinner or something like that, or a nice lunch midway through your day so that you can vent or talk about what's going on. How are you doing? That kind of thing. So just kind of plan something to look forward to. Okay. If you can't get time off, see if there's other ways that you can plan for so you can have something to look forward to while you're at your job. Okay. The seventh thing is do your job to the best of your ability. And I mean by that, of course, do what you're supposed to do, get better training and whatnot, but stay out of the office drama, stay out of the workplace drama. Stay focused on what you're supposed to be doing and don't be worried about what other people are going to be doing, okay? So do your job admirably and effectively and keep things moving, okay? The eighth thing is to rearrange or update your own personal workspace. And this can really lead into a fresh perspective on when you walk into your office or you walk into your workspace, you have more pep in your step. That new look adds freshness. It makes you feel more upbeat. If you can't do a big overhaul, like by moving furniture or whatnot, put up a different picture, get a plant, put up a positive affirmation, that kind of thing, just so you can have a little bit more fresh perspective when you go into your workspace. So I want to say hey to Dr. Charlotte and Dr. Lamont. I see that y'all tuned in, and thank you very much. I'm talking about today, if you don't like your job, how you can best manage yourself at a job you don't like to keep things moving and keep a good perspective on things, okay? because if you don't, it can be very stressful. So the ninth thing is to find ways to de-stress. Find ways to relax at work. If you don't like your job because it's too frustrating or too stressful, you definitely need to find ways on how to learn how to relax. Okay, which brings me to number 10. Number 10 is get my book. Relaxed and Ready, a simple roadmap to decreasing workplace stress and frustration. And so in this book, I actually write not only about how how stress affects your health, as well as your job performance, your job productivity, how you look at things about work, but I also give you a lot of wonderful pointers on how you can help decrease your stress at work and make things a little bit more bearable. And you can definitely find my book at www.relaxedandreadybook.com. Okay, and I'll tell you more at the end. So in recap, ways that you can help manage the way you feel about your job if you don't like your job for whatever reason. Number one, you can start off by decluttering your workspace. Think about why you actually like your job and kind of go back to that ideal, what made you start going to your job and why you like your job. Laugh. There's nothing like a good laugh to help lighten the atmosphere. Get more training. Get more education about your actual job title. Keep things in perspective. Nothing really lasts forever. Come up with a life plan so that you may have to keep things moving if you need to. Plan something to look forward to, a half a day, a whole day. Take your vacations. It makes you feel more upbeat and more positive if you know you have something that's positive to you to look forward to. Go out with a coworker so you can vent, okay? Do your job to the best of your ability. Stay out of the office drama. Rearrange or update your personal workspace. It gives you a fresh perspective of your work environment, okay? So that's like golden. You declutter and you have a rearranged workspace. I mean, you could get definitely a couple of more months out of there with a good attitude, right? Okay, number 9, find ways to de-stress or relax at work. And number 10, get my book, Relaxed and Ready, a simple roadmap to decreasing workplace stress and frustration. Absolutely. Hey, Dr. Carol, and hey, Juan, thanks for joining. So I'm at the end of the live stream, but I do have a few parting thoughts about this whole topic because I was really actually writing this before I came on. And the few parting thoughts I want to share with y'all are, try to be positive. Yes, your mindset. Your mindset definitely can refresh your perspective and refresh why you're being there. If you like your job or not, try and be positive about it. I mean, being negative and having an attitude and grumpy at work, it really doesn't help anything. It definitely doesn't help you. You know, it doesn't help you be more productive, getting along with your coworkers, your boss, and all that thing. So trying to have a positive mindset, being positive from the get-go is definitely beneficial. Hey, Dr. Diane, thanks for joining. Also think about it, just because you are at a job that you don't particularly like, or if you're at a bad job, it doesn't mean that you have a bad life in general. You're making a living for you and yourself and your family possibly, okay? There's things that you can actually do outside of your job that don't have to be even related to your job. So just because you're at a job that you don't like doesn't mean that your life is over and that it's horrible, okay? Just keep things in perspective, okay? When you're at work. When you're not at work, kind of leave things at work, okay? And just kind of focus on being away from work. Okay, also, think about this. Nothing really lasts forever. You may have to make some tough decisions, may have some conversations with your family about what you want to do, expressing that you're really just not happy at your current job, and then maybe come up with some type of plan that you can implement that can make your job better. Or, you know, you may have to do some difficult things, you know, to make things better for you and your family and yourself, okay? And try and go back to that place, that happy place for when you first started your job, whenever you did. What were the feelings you were feeling? What were your thoughts that you were thinking? Were you happy about it? Try and go back to that happy spot back in the day when you first started your job. What gave you that motivation to get up out of bed and go to a job that you really like doing? So try and rekindle that freshness in your mind to see if that can help you manage the way you are right now at your job if you don't like it. But hey, at the end of the day, at the end of the months, possibly end of the years, and you get to a point where you're just absolutely miserable. It's hard for you to function. It's hard for you to get out of bed. You're just depressed. You're anxious. There's so many different emotions that you're feeling when you go to your job. And, you're just coming to that point where you're kind of having enough. You've done all the things that you think you know how to do. There may be a time where you might need to start planning your exit strategy. Enough suffering is enough suffering, okay? It's really something to be said for having your peace of mind, okay? And life is really, really too short to be totally miserable, even if it is for that 8 hours a day. But hey, that's something you're going to have to discuss with your family, with yourself, and come to the conclusion if this is something that you really, want to do, if it's something you really want to change about where you are right now in your life and at your job, or if it's a means to an end, okay? And one thing I do want to say is, even though there's been many times, myself included, you feel like just, this day has been too much for me, I just want to go, that's it. I really wouldn't advocate ever just walking off of your job. And the reason is because you really don't know what the future holds. You really don't want to burn any bridges, because think about it. You don't know what the future holds. Suppose there's this boss at work making your life miserable. Suppose there's a coworker making yourself miserable. Even your job description. Suppose you're just totally not getting it. You just hate it. I really wouldn't advocate walking off of the job. You don't know what life is going to bring you. And suppose those things clear up. Suppose your boss isn't there anymore and you've burnt that bridge. You can't go back even if you wanted to. So if you ever get to the point where you need to just, leave, plan your exit strategy. And I'm actually going to be doing another live stream in the future about when you feel that it's time to tap out or throw in the towel or you're at the end of your rope. What can you do? Okay, so please tune in for that. Okay, but just don't just abruptly leave your job if you really are miserable, okay? And I don't know what that is, sorry. And finally, this is the most important thing. Kind of just be grateful. Be grateful for where you are right now, because I guarantee you, you're at exactly where you need to be right where you are right now, okay? No matter what it is, okay? So be grateful for where you are, the good times and the bad times, because it's making you the person you are. Whether you want to go into the future to start your own business, there's definitely lessons you can be learning right now. Learn from your failures. Learn from your successes. Learn from what other people have to teach you. Learn from the bad times. Learn from the good times, okay? They are a part of you now, and they're adding to your own experience in your life so that you can carry it on or actually even help others, okay? And if you think about it, we spend about a third of our adult lives working. And think about it. How do you want to leave this earth? Do you want to leave this earth thinking, oh, I wish I could have been at my job a little bit longer, being miserable? Or do I want to find my passion, be at a job that I know I'm happy at, performing to the best of my ability, even if it means I need to start something on my own? Okay, so those are just some parting thoughts I have for y'all. I really appreciate y'all joining me today and tuning in. So if you came in late, I would really encourage you to hit replay in the comment section and then rewatch this live stream. Or if you feel somebody really needs to hear this live stream, please share it to them, okay? So I'm Dr. Dietrich Gorman. I'm your board-certified family practice physician, and I'm also known as America's Relaxation Doctor. I help individuals who are stressed at work learn to relax and refocus in order to have a more healthy, productive, and fulfilled life. I know you want this for yourself, and if you do, I encourage you to follow me on all social media at Dr. Dietrich G. That's DrDeitRickG. Visit my website at drdietrichg.com, just like it's spelled. And most importantly, if you really find somebody or know of somebody, including yourself, who's struggling with stress and frustration at work and they don't know what to do, I'm telling you, my book is a good starting off point. Relaxed and Ready, a simple roadmap to decreasing workplace stress and frustration. And you can get that at relaxedandreadybook.com. RelaxedAndReadyBook.com. I'll see y'all next time, and thank you very much for joining me today. Remember, today is National Hydration Day. Stay hydrated. Please ask to join my relaxation room with Dr. Dietrich. It'll be fun. It's on Facebook, and I will see y'all soon. Hey, Linda, thanks for joining in. I'll see y'all. Okay. All right, that's it for today, y'all. See you later. Bye-bye.